sense one of your friends, Hoodle? You sense one of your pals, Hoodle?
I see plenty of ruins around here, too. Must have been a big town bustling with people back in the day.
For Crown Contest participants, places such as these are but vectors for the astral energy they pursue. Similar to that windmill, for instance.
Do you think this is one of the places where the Dark Wings and Almadria fought?
I wouldn't be so sure. This place appears more ravaged by time than combat. Even if there are signs of destruction, it would likely have taken place during the Great Conquest of 300 years prior.
And ever since, it's been a breeding ground for Zeugles, I guess.
A dead end?
No, there's an elevator. Looks operational.
I can't believe there's actually an underground harbor here. There are even boats docked.
I only see Danans. Think they were...
You didn't happen to see a lord come by, did you?
Sorry, friend, but she just left. Came by with a whole posse of underlings, boarded her ship, and took off at first wind. We damn near got blown away. She was that much in a hurry.
Damn! So we missed her!
You guys trying to go after her? Need a ride?
Are you saying you know how to steer a ship?
Spent most of my life chained to the deck of some ship or other. Yeah, I know my jib from my boom.
We don't know how dangerous it'll be. Better you give us the boat and stay on solid ground.
Whoa there! You been out on the water before? The sea ain't nobody's friend, you know. You need a sea dog like me or you'll sink her before she makes it out the harbor.
We're losing time. Sir, we're in your debt.
Now that's more like it. Name's Mahavar. Just give me a holler when you're all set and we'll set sail. This is like a dream come true. Never would have thought I'd get a ship.
The pleasure's all ours.
Of course we will. They got too much weight on them. Meanwhile, this ship's carrying nothing but us salty scalawags. They got a good head.
Do you know if there are any Danans on that?
Couldn't say for sure. On the one hand, seeing as it's supposed to be something of another castle, I'd reckon they... On the other hand, I'd be real surprised if the Renans were able to pilot that thing all by themselves. In any case, it's gonna be a while before we reach her. Till then, you're all free to do whatever.
I know Mahavar said we could take it easy. Hold that pose long enough and someone might just come along and paint you.
Any artist who'd see fit to paint me needs their eyes tested.
What can you tell me about Almadria?
Not as much as you'd probably wish. I only ended up crossing paths with her a handful of...
Ah, right. I almost forgot about Lenegis.
It's safe to assume they know everything. Though I know not. Perhaps they see what's been happening as just part of the ongoing crap.
Even what Almadria... Has it really reached the point where her actions are seen as normal?
Not to my knowledge, no. At its core, the Crown Contest is a competition to see who can amass the most, and to amass such energy, slaves are needed to collect it from. It's their...
So then why would Almadria do some?
We must remember that time is running out in the Crown Contest. Perhaps it is a way to accrue astral energy faster and in larger quantities than through slave labor. No one could have foreseen that something like the...
Is becoming the Sovereign of Rena really that...
Of course. It's the greatest prize, in that respect at least. I'm really not that surprised.
It's reassuring to hear you feel the same way I do.
I worry that the only reason I never did anything similar in Menancia was due to my lack of...
If you didn't want to be reminded of your past, You could have just plugged your ears.
You think too highly of me. I'm afraid I must respectfully disagree. I'm not nearly as virtuous of a person.
If that's so, would you have been so shaken up? Why else would you turn your back on your own kind and shoot?
A curious choice of words. Did what you see in Mahag Sar hit you?
What Deadheim did to that city? He didn't liberate anyone. Anyone who refused to follow him was an enemy in his eyes. 300 years of...
What I have come to understand is that the conflict extends beyond Danon versus... I mean to bring about a true, lasting coexistence in Menancia.
And you don't think you can pull it off?
Well, you seem to...
Does that make us...
Insofar as an exchange of swordplay, no.
Not good enough?
Are you... Forgive me. I will continue to fight...
You don't look so good.
The floor. It keeps moving.
I'm not the best person to ask about discomfort. I can't feel...
As a lord, my expectations...
Yeah, and it was...
You mean dead on.
The whole reason I started fighting back was because of my anger at the atrocity. But then I met Shion and the people of Menancia. And it's even messier now that we have to worry about Danons like...
It used to be that the Danons were the ones in the right, and the Renans were the ones in the...
Exactly. I'll never tolerate the Renans ruling over us. But nothing ever ends up being as black and white as...
That said, even putting aside, you may be able to free the Danon people, but that won't undo 300 years of oppression. I think...
Even if his motivations weren't pure, Dohalim has a good heart.
You don't understand. I'm saying that I remember a story. I saw it in Deadheim's eyes. He wanted to rule...
To hear Bayfon tell it, Deadheim wasn't always...
But as time went on, and he and the Darkwings fought the Renans, he eventually changed. I guess what I'm getting at is, if we defeat the Renans but just go back to the way things were before, was there even...
But that world isn't the one you want.
Maybe not. But to...
You have your promise to me.
I know. My brother. And then, there's you.
Who, me?
You and...
Not sure.
Okay, then let me spell it out for you. How many other Renans and Danons do you...
I don't know that I'd say spectacular.
Well, I suppose it's really all a matter of how you...
I really don't...
I think I'm getting...
Do you think Law is okay?
If you're worried, why don't you ask him yourself?
Yeah. I think maybe I should have...
Us, too?
Well, I was blind to everything except...
We all have things we prefer. So what if you had something to hide?
But that's not what I'm...
I know.
Yeah. I hate her outfit, but it's not just her. I hated the Lord who killed my parents. And yet, Cislodius Danon's backstab. But then there are people like Law and Shion.
Law never said that you had to forgive Almeida.
But what?
Law left home because of how much he hated his father. As a result, I think Law spent a lot of time thinking... And if I had to guess, killing Ganabel didn't make any of those feelings go away. Law let revenge fuel him.
Afraid?
Whatever happens to Almeida when this is all over is up to you. I'll just think it over carefully.
Okay. Say, back then, after the fight, I think but I guess I just can't seem to
She can be a tough nut to crack. She doesn't really...
It's just what she said about hate being a source of strength. Where did that come from? I wonder how it feels.
Lean much further, you'll... Keeping an eye out for Almeidria's ship?
I'm looking at the ocean.
The ocean?
Yeah. The waves. They help me think. This world is filled with natural wonders. The icy air and white peaks of Cislodia. The lush green glades of Menancia. The harsh weight, but Menancia has its lake of death, and Nias its ruins. And they wouldn't be there if it weren't for that contest.
Say we actually managed to put a stop to the crown contest for good.
You first.
Well, I want to believe that it's...
Yeah, I think that would be...
You sure have changed.
I can't lie to you. Since I was young, but I've seen a lot. And I see things... I've seen so many ugly and terrible things in this world. And yet, they didn't come from just the Danans. And the good things, too. Kindness and cruelty exist on both, so... I guess you're right after all. You know, I've never actually touched another person like this.
Shion.
Ever since I was on Lenegis, I've always been alone.
And now?
Do you still not remember your past?
No. Sometimes it feels like I can almost remember. But then this mask stops me.
The mask keeps you from remembering why you have the mask in the first place. It's a little ironic, isn't it?
A little. Well, it won't be long now before you're rid of those thorns, you know? Only 2 lords remain. And once you have their master course, you'll be able to create the Renis Alma, right? Then you can... Shion?
Sorry, it's nothing. Promise. You're right, though. It'll all be over soon. I never could have made it this far on my own.
Don't worry about it.
Yeah.
I took a look around.
Thanks.
You know, it wasn't until
When we talk...
Yeah, I bet my old man would have...
Yeah.
Ever since he died, I've been thinking I keep going, and heck, sometimes, but no matter how much I play it back, and then there's everything with Rinwell. I stopped her from killing Almadria. Was that really the right thing? I feel like...
You're not the only one. Like, I think... How...
Yeah...
And that's exactly what you did, Law.
Alphen.
Zephyr's not the worst yardstick to measure ourselves against. Let's both do our best to make him...
Sounds like a deal.
Wonder how much longer it's going to be before we catch up to Almadria. Yeah, I'll ask Mahavar.
Look who's up. Good timing.
That's the ship? She's huge. Think you'll be able to flank them without getting spotted?
Yeah, with the fog as our ally, I think I might just pull it off. Long as we ain't too...
What'll you do if they catch...
Not much I can do. Ship that size, they'll probably blow us to bits before we ready cannons.
Persistent little things. Evidently, I shouldn't have spared the wretched vermin. Hungry already, my dear? Worry not, for you shall have plenty to feast upon shortly.
Perfect. You managed to get us right up beside them.
I'll stay with the ship so we can leave as...
Good.
Shion, I want to thank you. What brought this on? What you said helped calm me. Don't mention it.
Ow! Bring him down!
Lightning can
Fire in the hole!
Fire
support! Get in front of the fort!
These ones can run rings around us.
Watch this! Slap!
Now! With this, I can become even stronger.
Right, here goes! Engaging!
Go time! Dance in the wind!
We're not finished! I see one, eh?
I can do it all!
It's almost too strong.
It'll split it open! Be my guest!
I really owe you one.
I need to be...
Huh?
Got it! That went well.
Are you okay? You're not too tired, are you?
Nope, I'm fine. Let's keep moving.
Right, here goes! For my lord! You're mine! It's on! Try this! Take down their defenses!
Here's a hero! I'm ready!
Not today! My turn!
Dance in the
No
wind!
escape!
Now! Photon, dance in the wind!
My
Here
turn!
goes!
Hold up, storm!
Astral energy!
Say no more.
There's always room for improvement.
Little help! Astral energy! Healing Sealed!
I really owe you one.
Hit! Where that came from?
Destruction!
Blood astral energy!
Try this.
More where that came from!
Infernal turret! Thanks!
Nicely done. Go no further!
Swallow blade! Try this!
Dance in the wind! Healing from here!
Slash!
This one's mine! You think that shield will save you?
Swallow blade!
I'll heal you!
Over?
I'm on it!
I really owe...
Not so long! You're mine! Swallow blade!
Here's a healing heart!
Go away! You're on!
Into the shadow!
Wait this hard!
Lightning!
Severing
Downfall! I felt better, that's for sure. Little help!
Here I come! Now done, Margo! Do as I say! Severing wing! I won't show you any mercy! Got you now!
This ends now!
Consider yourself finished!
Raging cascades!
I'm on it!
Corruption!
Here I come!
Now you see what I can do!
This one's all mine!
Lightning orb! Far enough! I'm out of ammo!
Ignite!
In the wind! Air! Confiscating!
Here I come! Swallow blade! Try this! Infernal torrent! Teach you respect! Destruction!
Friend! Dance in the wind! I'm here! I'll be the leader!
I'll tear you
Where
apart!
are you going? I'll heal you all! Do it! From astral energy!
Say no more.
With this, I can become even stronger.
Never seen anything like it.
It's an authentication key. They're quite common.
Maybe where you're from, but this is new to me.
It might go in an elevator somewhere. We should test it out.
Be a breeze. Get in, get out.
Swallow blade! Try this! Infernal torrent!
Hey, give it a whirl. It's a duel of the arts.
Did you hear it
Take
now?
this! It's over!
Dust to dust!
We got fire!
I've got
I
this.
owe you one.
Let a marksman handle it.
The enemy is
All yours!
Corruption.
That freaking does it! Eat
You're
that!
on! This one's all mine!
Now,
I'm on it!
Not today!
You! Burning storm!
now,
Destruction!
Quite necessary when creating weaponry.
Now you'll learn! Try this! I'll run you through! First strike! It can hide itself? Amazing! You're done! I owe you
Now
one!
you see what I can do!
Can't get out of this!
Throw it!
Just
Okay.
getting started!
Slash!
reload.
Go away!
I'm not done!
Searing
Try this!
lightning orb.
Infernal
Another
torrent!
ammo. Raging cascade.
Tectonic
In here. I never miss. I'll be lost. You all right?
Yeah, I'll be okay.
I'll take it from here. Let's see how you handle this. Deus Roar. Here's a healing art.
Go again!
Infernal torrent!
Here we go again!
I'll stop its charge. Thanks,
Is
Kisara.
this it?
You see what happened there as you crossed me?
You'll pay for that! I owe you one. Try
Mega
this!
ray.
Infernal torrent! Is this it?
By the power of water. Here, let me help.
This should do it! Any more of this and I'll burn out.
Dance in the wind. The air thrust. Photon. It's time to finish this. Die. Consuming wildfire.
I'm on it!
Lunar corruption. Lunar blast.
Not my finest.
Stay away from my friend!
Raging cascade. I'll end this with my own hands.
Try harder! My
Let the
turn!
marksman handle
I'm
this.
not done!
Mega ray. Do it. This ends now.
Consider yourself finished!
Knowing when we're in too deep is necessary to survive.
We may tend to push ourselves a little too hard.
This'll make us even more formidable.
These don't seem like your run-of-the-mill Zeugles the Renans usually keep around.
Right, here goes! For my lord!
Where are you going? Far enough! Lunar
Can't get out of this!
Wind astral energy!
Going in!
Got you now! Mega ray!
Pesky air. The scoundrel.
Sounds like a job for yours truly.
Strike! Try this!
Downfall!
Out of the way! Talk back! Strut!
Light astral energy! Mega ray!
Astral arts?
That's my cue!
Next!
Shut him down!
I'm not good like that!
It's almost too
Feel.
strong.
Then I'll split it open! Be my guest!
Armor won't save you!
My kill!
In a bind?
Come on! We're not finished!
Now! Listen this astral energy!
Say no more.
Mega ray! Run you through! Where are you going? I can handle it!
Swallow blade! I'm on it! Destruction! I'll finish you here and now! Eat your you! Swallow
Wind
blade!
astral energy!
I'm on destruction! You're done! I'll beat you!
Lightning condense!
Look sharp! Lightning tiger blade!
This is...
I remember seeing instruments just like this back in Estaluva Forest.
It looks and smells like some kind of medicine.
Whatever this place was used for, I doubt it was anything of repute.
I wonder if I'm as strong as my dad was.
One day I think you'll surpass him.
I wonder when.
What's this thing?
Do you sense one of your friends, Hoodle?
A barrier. That may indicate Almadria is near.
Then we've got to find a way to get through somehow.
Let's see if we can find something that'll release it.
What is that huge flower-looking thing up there? Is that the ship's engine?
Indubitably. As one might expect, large ships require large engines in order to sail.
And if we destroyed it?
We might well sink the ship. Who knows if we would be able to escape before that?
Almadria sure has been busy since the contest began.
This isn't Almadria's doing.
You mean she didn't build this?
The body, yes. However, my guess is that the engine comes from...
A starship? As in one of those vessels used to go to and from...
Correct. The technology employed on Lenegus and in starships is more advanced than anything in our daily life. Almadria may be resourceful, but she could never produce an engine like this on her own.
You mean to tell me we've got even bigger enemies waiting for us up in the sky? My head hurts.
Don't worry about that for now. What's this thing?
I won't forgive you!
You're mine! Bring him down! Destruction!
Smash you!
My shield!
You'll have no mercy!
Engaging!
Fire support! Do it!
Destruction!
I'm reaching my limit, you guys.
Damn. Guess we better be extra careful.
Let's dispose of the trash.
You've got spirit!
Dance in the...
No shield can stand up to these things.
It's almost too strong.
Split it open!
Be my guest.
More for the stockpile!
Not a share.
Dance in the wind!
Destruction!
I never miss! In here! I'll be saving this one! How's this?
Astral Arts?
That's my cue!
I'll crush you! Lightning reflexes! Tenebrous claw! Watch this! Shattering!
Too fast!
Stand back! I'll trip it up.
Carve through armor!
Here I come! Slash! Destruction!
Do it!
Slash!
With this, I can become even stronger. You're saying we should check the Owl Forest?
Gotta break through! I see one, eh?
Take this!
You're mine!
That's enough! I'll punch that gun out of your hand!
Got you now! We're not finished!
In here! I'll be saving!
Try harder! You're mine!
Glacial Spear.
Here's evil!
Win!
This one's all mine.
Burn!
Glacial Spear. Pierce evil.
I'm on a roll now! Raging Cascade! In here!
This should do
I
it!
never miss! More for the stockpile!
Can't get out of this!
I'll teach
Far
you
enough.
respect!
Win!
This one's all mine! Eat dirt!
My astral energy! This ends now!
Consider yourself finished.
Fighting in this state isn't advisable.
Get lost!
You're mine! Now you'll learn!
Dare you try this on for
No! Megasonic Thrust!
You'll pay for what you did! More for the stockpile!
You're mine!
I can do this all day! Do it! Raging! This ends now!
Consider yourself finished.
Don't get complacent.
Destruction!
I'm the true gunslinger around here. You won't get away with that! Lunar Blade!
Mega was like that!
Cover the blaster!
Destruction!
Mega Ray! Lightning Orb! Light After to the wind! Air
Megasonic Drop!
Light After!
Ready and ready! There!
I never miss! Hit!
I can carve through on your
Raging
knees!
Cascade! I'll heal you!
Burn! First strike!
Healing Circle!
Try this! First
Hit!
strike!
Lunar Blade is dead!
These fists has got your name on them!
Mega Ray! Dance in the wind!
Hurricane!
Mega Ray!
Do as I say!
Gemini beating this!
You're finished! First strike!
Here, let me...
Portal Blade!
A charge like that could easily be fatal.
Just as well, I'm here to stop.
Destruction! On your knees! Take this! Here I come! Portal Blade!
Do it! This ends now!
Consider yourself finished!
Will this help?
I'm on! My turn! That's enough! Strike!
Lightning Orb!
I felt fine not too long ago! Take this! Try it!
Mega Blade!
Infernal Sword!
By the power of water!
This should do it!
Will this help?
The earth throbs in pain.
Watch it!
Healing Circle!
I owe you! This should do it!
Dance in the wind! Air Thrust! Photon Blast! Lunar Blast! Lock! Get toasty!
Burn Strike!
I won't rest until I'm the best I...
She sure spared no expense on her castle.
This must be...
The captain's quarters. The presence of the spirit vessel and the sheer extravagance on display can leave no doubt.
There's no one here.
Yeah, but I doubt she's out for a moonlight stroll. You think she jumped ship and ran away again?
I doubt it. The conniving witch is probably up to something.
Agreed. In any case, as long as she hasn't suddenly sprouted wings, she has to be somewhere on the ship. Let's keep looking. The way this key's been placed, it's like she's daring us to come find her.
Yeah, like it's all some damn game to her.
What's... Wow, sweetie. Is something scaring you?
Maybe he just doesn't like being in her room.
I think there's more to it than that. What could it be?
An opponent like this should be easy. Oh my lord! Fire support!
Where are you going?
You're mine!
Do it!
Swallow support!
Raging Cascade! Healing Circle!
Talon Hurricane!
By the power of
It's almost too strong.
Split it open! Be my guest!
He's there!
Here I come!
Friend!
You're finished!
Nice. No scratches on my shield or my armor.
Hi, Hoodle!
I see one, eh?
Wind after wind! Dance in the wind! By the
Try harder! Not
Star
yet!
Aqua!
Strike! I'll see you here and now!
Mega Ray! Photon
Astro...
That's my cue!
You're finished!
Shut him down!
Hurricane! Destruction!
I'm ready!
Crush it down!
Glacier, where are you going? Lightning Raging Cascade! Flame of Fury!
Eat this!
Burning Strike! Look!
Our work is done here. Let's move.
I'm right behind you, Shion.
Ow! Bring him down! I'll smash you! Take this!
Glacial Spear! Lightning Orb!
Showdown between blade and fist!
I owe you one.
Nice. No scratches on my shield or my armor.
Is this the ship's cargo? What a pain. I can't see anything past all this stuff.
Be on your guard. For all we know, there could be something hiding around here.
Glacial Spear! Pierce Evil! Light Astral Energy Training Blending! In here! Those flying creatures are real pain in the butt! Freeze! Go for the weak point!
I'll tear you apart!
Talon Sword! Lightning Orb! Talon Hurricane! Thank you.
Shouldn't have messed with me!
Wind Astral Energy! You're mine!
What's this?
Take Glacial Spear! Pierce Evil!
The enemy will want it too.
We'll soon see if...
I'll crush you! Lightning reflexes! Tenebrous claw! What's this?
You're
Hurricane!
Now, while it's reeling!
Take it down!
Infernal Torrent! Now or never!
Dragon shout!
Lunar Corruption!
I'm on it!
Lunar Blast! Back into the fray!
Ignite!
Talon Mega Ray! I never miss!
Shattering
Thunder Blade!
pieces! Attack time!
Lunar
Lunar
Escape!
Corruption!
Thrust!
Gemini Aqua!
Megasonic Thrust! It's over!
Photon! Lightning Attack now!
Shout!
Chill!
This ends now!
Consider yourself finished! Onward and upward. Did that get rid of the barrier?
We'll just have to go back and check.
Well, we've only one last place to look.
There she is! Almadria!
But all alone? Watch yourselves. She's probably planning something.
I was getting rather tired of waiting around. Oh my, and I see you came along as well, Danon Witch.
Almadria.
What's this? I thought you couldn't stand the sight of me. Go on, little one. Show me the full force of that hatred of yours. Otherwise, run and hide like a rat you are.
That's enough! How can you smile while causing pain to so many others?
That is the way of those who possess great power. The very way we Renans live by. Those with power set the example, and those without it are forced to obey. Though you two seem to have forgotten that's the way these things work.
And you really think that justifies your actions? You turned all those people into a hollowed sea!
What foolishness. It's only natural that the fate of a slave differ from that of its owner. Very well, I admit I did fan the flames just a tad back in Mien's. But it wouldn't have mattered in the slightest if there hadn't been a spark to ignite. Without it, my actions would have been fruitless. Ultimately, it was their very own burning hatred that laid them to waste. To say it was all my fault is simply laying blame at the wrong feet.
No one's perfect. We all have darkness in our hearts. But the atrocities that you've committed, they're unthinkable! Your heart is nothing but darkness!
What a fool! To think time and time again you would challenge Renan authority without so much as an inkling of how things actually work. Such ignorance is why your kind has been enslaved for 300 years.
Almadria.
Well, if it isn't Lord Dohalim.
These people are my allies and friends. I won't let you insult them so.
My, what a shock. I never would have expected you to claim mere slaves as your companions. If I didn't know any better, I would question your noble lineage. Oh, how far the mighty have fallen. A traitor such as yourself hardly deserves to be called a lord.
You are nothing compared to Dohalim.
Rinwell.
He would never stand by and laugh. His people hollowed!
Ha! What does it matter? You're descended from those who allowed the power and knowledge entrusted to them to wither away. Your pitiful family may have feared it, but I do not. That knowledge and power is all mine to command. And now, you will witness what that power's truly capable of! Nesmold! Enjoy your meal! Such sad eyes, child. Let me reunite you with your parents.
Shut up! I'm gonna take you down if it's the very last thing I do!
That's right. Loathe me. Every step brings you closer to being me!
You're wrong! You're wrong! I'm nothing like you! Seal!
Destruction!
Roar for the sunshine! There! Got you! Only getting started!
Right! First strike!
Flame! Reload! Lightning condemned!
Here I come! Mirage! Talon Hurricane!
Now I'm in the in pain.
Not today!
Steel confiscated!
You're
Dance in
mine!
the wind!
It's over!
Air thrust!
Where are you going?
This!
Wait! I'll heal you out!
Swallow blade!
Dance in the wind! Air
Now,
thrust!
not ever!
Healing circle!
Thanks!
I'll bring you back from death's abyss!
I owe you one!
Resuscitation! Light action! Dance in the wind!
You're finished!
In here!
Swallow blade!
Reload! I'll be saving you!
No arrow! Board up! Spray!
We found the wind! Where that came from!
You picked the wrong fight!
Stay away!
Crumble! Swallow blade!
Foolishness.
Magic is better!
Will this help? Healing circle!
Hey, that... Here's Flame of Fury! Raging Cascade!
Prepare to be feared!
Here's Healer! Here's a healing arm!
Now you see what I can... I'm on a roll now!
Thank here, go! Raging Cascade!
in a vine?
Air thrust!
I really owe you one.
This one's mine! Lightning condensed!
What's she doing now?
She's infusing her beast with more power.
Get ready!
All good things come to an end.
Ignite!
I will you all! Dance in the wind! Seal! Kill!
Swallow blade!
Brimming with hatred.
Now in the groove! In your dreams!
Stay away!
You're mine!
Healing circle!
Try this! Infernal turret!
It's too much!
Another arrow! Dragon throwing thrust! I'm on it!
Will this help?
I'll tear you apart! Now you see what I can do!
Burn in hell!
Do it! This ends now!
Consider yourself finished!
Here I go! Got
Slave! I'm not done!
Lightning
You're mine! You're finished!
Lightning
You're attacking separately!
I can't land a hit on her!
Keep an eye on it. And take out the monster first.
I'm on it!
She's no stranger to astral arts.
I can take care of that.
Yeah, take it away! I'm such a failure.
I'll bring you back from death's abyss. Resuscitation!
I owe you one.
Art seal!
You're mine!
Only blazing one!
You're on!
You will suffer!
You'll pay for that!
Sleep now.
Leave the chargers to me.
Ready to go.
Behold my
Seal!
true power!
Recover that came from!
That looks bad.
Wait seduction, people.
Whirlwind snap!
Searing flame! Reload!
I'm on it!
This should do it!
The winds of judgment blow your way! Fall before impending calamity! Chaotic disaster!
Stay away from...
So that's the trick of her.
Your astral arts aren't so special. And now, they're mine! My astral energy! Photon lightning condensed! Just try it! Photon raging cascade! Searing flame! Reload! Will this help?
Eat this! Take
Healing circle!
This
can't be happening.
I'll finish you here and now!
Not today!
Thank you. I'll show you just how strong my arts really are!
Take this!
Sleep now.
Big blast!
More for the shot time!
Pierce!
More with that
Megasonic thrust! Take this!
Thunder blade! In the wind!
Come
In here!
How's this?
More for the shot time!
Come and get it! I'll finish you here and now!
More with I can't feel
Try
any...
this!
Damn it! If only I'd been more careful.
A new lease of life! Back into the fray! Gemini Aqua! By the power of water! What the...
Right! Talon Hurricane! It's time! Away!
There!
Ready and raring! Armor won't save you!
Go! I'm only getting started! Lightning! Here! Flame of lightning! More with that came from! Lightning! Thunderblade!
You will suffer!
That freaking does it!
Here goes!
Not today!
My astral energy! Raging cascade! I never miss!
My
Here, let me help!
Her master core.
Not while I'm around, she isn't! Reload! Astral energy! I'll heal you all!
I'm on it!
Goodwill! I'll never forgive you!
what?
I'll take you down! I'll
more of
end
this and I'll
you!
burn out.
Astral energy!
Say no more.
You murdered my mother and father. But I'm not like you.
Rinwell.
Even now, I hate you. But here I am, unable to let go. Honestly, even if I took my hatred out on you here and now, it wouldn't make me feel any better in the long run. I realize that now. So, I won't kill you. I'll take you in and make damn sure justice is served the right way.
You would dare mock me with your foolish, useless pity? A Danon, nothing more than a mere slave. I won't allow you to...
It's not about what you think. Or being Danon or Renan. Because you'll atone for the crimes you committed. And that's all.
It's that swordsman again. Oh, Lord Volron, what brings you here? No, forgive me. I've forgotten myself. Please allow me to make it up to you, my lord.
Silence now, wretched snake. Does it hurt? It should. That pain is proof you're still alive. Enjoy it.
Volron. Years ago, the Lord of Ganeth Haros met a sudden death. His successor was a man by that very name, Volron.
And like a restless lover, I've come back for more. Stop right there! Think you can cut me down? What?
Wait, what just happened to him? Alvin! Say something! Let go of me! Let me go!
Shion!
Alvin!
come and find me. If you truly are the Sovereign.
After all this time, I'll be free from this hell. I can finally go home. I doubt I'll ever see this place again. As usual, nobody wants to explain anything to me. They just threaten and harass me instead. What does everyone think I am? Some sort of talking pet? They're the ones that dragged me all the way up here in the first place. Bastards. I shouldn't have bothered coming out. Might as well head back to my room. I just wanted to go back. To Dana. To my home.
Alphen.
Niori. Wait, please. Wait, What was that? That... How long ago was that? That's right. Shion. Oh, right. That's what pain felt like. So much for it all being a bad dream. Where am I? Where is everyone? I need to find them. Better start looking. Niori. Shion. Damn it. Here! Take this! Pierce! Slash! Swallow blade! You're fit! Take this! You're mine! Swallow blade! Mega stop! You're mine! You're finished! Slash! Swallow blade! Destruction! Crush! Destruction! Crush! Megasonic thrust! Pierce! Megasonic thrust! Here I come! Swallow blade! No escape!
Alvin?
Finwell!
What happened just now? Normally you'd be able to take that thing with your eyes closed.
Thank goodness you're alive. Are you all right?
Yeah.
I'm just glad we found you in one piece. You were the only one still missing. There's a village back the way we came from, Thistleim. Kisara and La are already there.
Finwell, where are we?
Ganeth Haros, Volron's realm. Remember?
Ushered by the waves straight to the enemy stronghold. A rare stroke of luck, it would seem.
Luck?
If Volron's here, that means Shion's close too, right?
Shion? Oh. Right. Of course.
Are you sure you're feeling okay? You seem a little off.
He's probably just exhausted. Let's save the catching up for when we're back at the village.
You sense one of your pals, Poodle? Speaking of Thistleum, it's populated by Danans, but they're not under the rule of it. The whole town was built by Danan defectors. This area is teeming with stray Zoogles, though, so heaven only knows how they managed to set. The ordeal seems to have left them understandably on edge. Kisara and La are back there right now. Say, Alphen.
Yeah.
And your sense of pain, too, it would seem. Any connection?
Really?
Probably.
I wonder if Alphen's going to be okay.
For now. I believe we should hold off on speculation and simply keep an eye.
Alphen! Boy, am I glad to see you safe.
Well, did you manage to convince them we're not in league with any lord?
Yeah, eventually.
When the ship sank, I thought we were done for. Guess the world just couldn't keep us apart.
Yeah, and now we can finally go rescue Xion.
There's something I need to tell you guys first. I got my memory back.
So, what did you remember? Are you able to tell us now?
Give the man some space, Law.
I remember being up on Lenegus.
Go on.
I was abducted from Dana. I was told if I ever wanted to return home, I'd have to cooperate. So that's what I did. Next thing I knew, they had made me into the Sovereign.
You mean to say you won the crown contest? As a Danan?
No. They kept me locked in a strange facility. They experimented on me, like I was nothing more than an animal. There were others, but only I survived. Of course, I wasn't really a king. The reality was that they treated me worse even than the lowest slave. The only reason I survived was because my body was able to withstand the Sovereign's power that they placed inside me.
The crest that appeared behind you on Almadria's ship must have undoubtedly been that of the Sovereign. It all makes sense now. Your affinity with the Blazing Sword, and the strange powers you possess, they were all because you were the Sovereign.
Okay, but why would the Renans go out of their way to give you all that power? Just what exactly does being the Sovereign entail?
They said it was for something called the spirit channeling ceremony. They taught me how to harness my power for when the big day came. As for what the ceremony was actually for, unfortunately, I never found out.
So if what you're saying about being on Lenegis is true, then maybe you really did meet Shion. After all, you said you recognized her from somewhere, right?
But Shion said she'd never seen him before. How do you explain that?
I was wrong. It wasn't Shion I knew from Lenegis. It was Naori. She was a Renin maiden they paired me with during the spirit channeling ceremony. She's the woman I kept seeing in my dreams.
A maiden? What?
Wait, so this Naori figure just happens to be the double of Shion? Bit coincidental, isn't it?
Naori's family name was Imeris.
Imeris? As in Shion Imeris?
So they're distant relatives or something? Wait, or are they sisters?
Your guess is as good as mine. All I know is it was Naori. She's the one who put the mask on me.
The mask? But why?
To keep my soul from devouring itself over the guilt. After what I did on Lenegis. Over the lives I took.
Lives? You mean you staged a rebellion?
Perhaps it was a part of this spirit channeling ceremony?
I don't know. Whatever it was that the spirit channeling ceremony was supposed to achieve, it didn't turn out as planned. I lost consciousness halfway through. By the time I came to, Lenegis was a sea of flames. I opened my eyes to see Naori there, weeping. I shudder to think of how many deaths I caused that day. Certainly more than any of these lords can claim, I'm sure.
You really expect us to believe this? First the Sovereign, then Lenegis? You couldn't possibly have done all that.
I wonder. In ancient scripture, there is tell of a terrible calamity that befell Lenegis, nearly destroying it. The restoration took years, and required the work of countless laborers.
By ancient, you mean...
It predates the crown contest, to a time before even the first Renin invasion of Dana. More than 300 years ago.
300? But that'd make Alphen...
That's right. I'm pretty much an antique of a human being. Deep down, maybe I already knew.
Alphen...
Some hero, huh? Cooperating with the same villains who snatched me from my home, committing mass slaughter, only for it to slip my mind. Then, when I finally remember, turns out I'm so old I've got scripture written about me. So much for standing up to injustice. I've probably got more blood on my hands than all the lords combined!
Alphen, stop! Honestly, I'm not going to pretend to understand what all this means. But what I do know is that right now, you're just reacting to the shock. Listen. What you really need is time. Time to process things and get your head straight. Truth be told, I think that probably goes for all of us.
What about Shion? We can't just...
I'm worried about Shion too, Law. But it's clear that Alphen's in no fit state to fight. This is Volron, remember? Even at full capacity, it's practically a suicide mission. We stay put in the village till we're ready. Okay, everyone? Take some time to think things through, okay? But remember, we're all here for you if you need us. No matter how dark things might seem, you're not alone, Alphen.
Thank you.
It's fine. All right, everyone. Let's break for now.
Do I even have the right to fight? Do I have the right to go to Shion's rescue? What do the others think?